Hi there, and welcome to In the Hotseat. This is a sequel to Game Changer. We've got Miguel's Toulouse save here, which is a fantastic save. I love Toulouse. I don't know. I enjoy playing saves that feature teams that I rarely play. Now, there's only certain things that I strongly advise you to do. Go find yourself a second central defender or another central defender because you once one player gets injured, another gets suspended, you might have some issues. Now we used I actually played this game, and I actually played it earlier, and the I was playing. I had played the last game, but I forgot to record it. So just to recap, we beat Nantes 3-1 using the tactic. Um, Unfortunately for us, I didn't record that one, which I thought I was doing. I was actually I was doing my own commentary and everything else, and then turns out I wasn't recording it. I felt like a complete idiot. Okay, so we've got players here. We've got Alexi Bin as well available. Now, this is a very interesting group of players. Now, Alexi Blin is not a bad player. He's young. Now, the thing here is you want to have a tactic that plays to your strengths. Your strengths are your defensive midfield. Your strengths are your central midfielders. This is where you're strong at. So this is one of the reasons why I don't like you playing the 4-2-3-1, because you're not going to use all your the strong players that you have in your team. I much rather go with a 4-4-2 or a strikerless 4-4-2. In fact, strikerless 4-4-2 to punch above your weight is the way to go, or a 4-1-3-2, 4-3-1-2. Problem with a 4-3-1-2, you can't really go with. I'm not too comfortable with going with a 4-1-3-2 because at the moment, although you can play it, the simple reason being, I want your most of your goal threats are coming from the hard work of these guys, Firmin Mumbele, Jimmy Dumas, Gradel, the Lord, or Toivonen is now injured, so. These are the things that are bugging me at the moment. Now you have these strikers who can play in a strikerless position. So this is definitely an option for you if you want to look at it this way, because you literally use most of your players now. Yannick Kahuzak is a player that probably doesn't have much of a future in your club because while he's very fit, the problem for him is he's actually very slow. And I much rather give this boy a run, Boydiger, because in the last game, Boydiger was brilliant. I mean, he created one of the. He produced one of the passes of the season for me when I saw him play. So we've got our players set up. Now we're going to go and play against Mets. Okay, so now when you play narrower, what does it do? You make the pitch smaller. So you're always going to move. Everybody's going to be in close together. So when doing your transitions, it contracts the pitch, especially when you have the ball. It comes in very handy for teams that are not punching above their weight, especially for their fullbacks. So what's going to happen is your fullbacks are going to look at these players. The certain things I did in the last game, but we're going to stay away from too many PIs and TIs for your team. So the only players who really have them are these two guys and this guy. And this guy's been told to hold up the ball. It's actually Toivonen's position, but Toivonen is injured. And then we've got Jimmy Durant, who hasn't got any PIs. This guy's got no PIs, and this guy's got no PIs as well. So we want to keep it simple. Now, when you have problems with the game and you're first starting out, I always recommend not to use PIs. Play the roles. Choose a role and go with it. And it's very important for you to go, how am I going to score goals? So this guy's going to create for this guy. This guy's going to run down the flank. He's going to work very closely to the shadow striker. Sometimes they're going to be together. This guy's going to hold the ball up. So he's going to get this guy into play. So when this guy comes up, then it's dangerous because we got 1, 2, 3 targets inside the box coming in, which is the reason why we keep a very defensive backline. As far as opposition instructions are concerned, put a lot of pressure on the back line. And you're fine and ready to begin the game. So here you go. Delort to Bodiger to Fortes to Mubande to Boydiger. Not a bad start. We have a corner. They play to Firmin Mumbele to Gradel. Gradel shoots. We get our opening goal. This is fast. Am I on key? Yes, I'm on key highlights. Damn it. We have to build up the drama, So, 38 seconds. It's a good start from Toulouse against Mets. So those are my set piece routines for your information. So I will run through the set piece routines very quickly. Mubande, as you can see, is very hard for their 4-2-3-1 now, and I'll show you why their 4-2-3-1 is going to get nullified by your strikerless system. Corners, just now we had an attack routine. So your attack routines are very, very important. Why do I say this? Okay. Best header must be here. Best header must be here. Best header must be here. I don't even know whether this challenging keeper is got to have good strength. This guy's got to have good heading. Now he doesn't have good heading, so let's find somebody else. You have good heading? No. You are gonna be charging into the box, so you are one of the strikerless players. You're one of the strikerless players. So you don't have good heading. So we'll find you now. You got good heading? No. Do you have good heading? So you come to this guy, yes, you have good heading. Okay, very good. Now you have this guy has to have long shots. This guy, come back. You don't have long shots. Do you have long shots? You have long shots. Okay, good. So we got 1 long shot, 2 long shots. So we this is your team, right? So what you do is you go to the save routine, and then you save it. So these are your boys that can play in these positions. You go to the left, load the same routine, Toulouse strikerless. And there you go. If your players attacking the box, and this guy is gonna be setting it to mixed. So you have options. So if the ball comes out to the box, you've got these guys ready to slam the ball home. Well, it's a great option for you when it comes to trying to score a goal. Mubande to Boydiger to Gradel, holds up the ball for Jimmy. Look at what Jimmy is doing. Jimmy goes, and it's almost a second goal. So you see so when you look at transitions, you're looking for that transition that can give you the assist. That was the transition that could give us the assist. So we went from defense, midfield to attack. We checked the box. That means the tactic has got perfect transitions from the right side. Now we look for the left side. We've seen the left side. Now we look for the right side. The right side has got a great transition too. Mumbele, Jimmy inside the box. It's number 2. Number 2 for Toulouse. Okay, he's disallowed. I'm an idiot, but shit, it'll look good. Damn it. I'm so excited. I like to see tactics work. Gradel, I am a small boy when it comes to playing computer games. The Lord. To Boydiger, to Gradel, holds up the ball for Jimmy. Look at your boys. They just have to beat the offside trap. That's all. So, and the best part is, you're playing against a 4-2-3-1. So imagine the stronger the 4-2-3-1s get, the more annoying your system is going to be, because Poblet and Cafu cannot get the ball. Now we look at transitions which are defensive transitions. So what are we looking for? When the AI has the ball, can they work the passes? We're on comprehensive highlights. Come on, show me something. Balu with the ball. Okay, I'm getting so excited. They better not score a goal, because that's going to burst my bubble. Okay, Dosevi to inside, and this is a defend corner routine they have set up. Notice the Lot gets the ball. Can he play? So you want to have, actually the Bodyguard should be here. The Lot should be here. That's my mistake. You want to put players who have got very good acceleration to receive the pass, and they can run off. And that was the mistake I made with your set piece. So you have to set those players up in your tactic. All right, good work inside the box. Deloitte again. Sorry, I had to respond to something that's happening at the same time. Another header. So you see how important it is. Now, your players are putting a lot of pressure. So you're going to mix one into the box. And we've got player to pick that up. Femi Mumbele picks it up, plays it back to Jimmy. Jimmy plays it to Fortes. Fortes to Gradel. Holds the ball up brilliantly, but he didn't have any passing options. It's okay. We don't want the fullbacks to come up too easily. You pick up the ball in Imbula. So Imbula is picked up. But Toulouse are completely dominating FC Mets, who are 10th on the table. They're playing their 4-2-3-1 and they're struggling. Jimmy inside the box, another set piece header. This set piece is the wide set piece, attacking set piece. You want to aim far post, and you want to have your DCL and DCR in those positions, because they have got jumping reach and heading. So you need to check your set pieces that they are playing there as well. How do you do that? You come here, tactics, set pieces. You go to corners, you go to free kicks, you come to that was wide, attack. We don't have, yeah, DCL. So he wasn't playing there. So you want him to go there. You want him to come back. Yeah, I made a mistake. I didn't set this up perfectly well. Wide DCL. This is a bit risky. This is a bit risky. I don't know why this is here. DCL, DCR are there. We got three at the back. This guy is going far post. You can see your two defenders are here. All right, so they're both there. So that's good. They play the ball, and we have a chance to do a counter with Fermin Mumbele, who's got very good acceleration. Plays the ball to Iago. Sitting narrow, he passes it back inside. Gradel holds the ball up. Toivonen should be playing because I think he's better strength, passing vision, and decisions. The problem is Toivonen is injured, so we're playing Gradel there instead. Bailu with the ball to Cafu. Out wide it goes to Bulaya. Okay, Jimmy, and good save from the keeper. So we've seen some good transitions. Defensively, we're doing all right. Could be slightly better, but so far, I'm not complaining because you're not allowing them easy chances with the three men in front, 22, 10, and 7. So Dosevi, I think we receive a report in the scout report that we are supposed to be careful of Dosevi. So I'm ignoring that because I think we have enough here. So Dosevi is coming on this way. So I will look at Dosevi. Where are you? There we go. Acceleration 16. Off the ball 14. So it's dangerous. But we have Iago here playing on the right flank. His acceleration is 15, positioning is only 10. So fullback on defend duty, perfect for him against that kind of a player. So far, we should have had another goal. But the boys were offside. Bodiger to Imbula. Imbula back to Jimmy. They worked the chances. My goodness, there should have been another goal. Bodiger again plays it to Gradel. Gradel holds the ball up. Delort. And it's Gradel. Imbula with a clear-cut chance inside the box. He misses it. Oh, you've had a lot of good chances in this game. Okay, so we'll encourage. I'm far from pleased with what I've seen from the team. Don't be afraid of using that team shout. Okay, when do you use that team shout? When you're 1 goal down, 1 goal up, use that shout. Or that team talk. If you're 2 goals up, don't say anything. If you're 3 goals up, you can tell them how good they are. That's the only 2 things that you need to say to them. That's it. The rest of them, you don't need to say much because that's my personal experience coming. Bodiger, look at how well you are shutting up. There are 2 players here. Gradel holds up the ball, gives it to Jimmy, but Jimmy, a piece of shit, loses the ball. And we are doing passive defending. This is it. We're using the roles to defend. We're not using any PIs or TIs here. So you can actually play a game without PIs and TIs. And it's a second goal. You see how easy it is to play? So don't get caught up in the need to use PIs. Because yes, it's a bit... PIs are actually restrictive. You're telling a player exactly what to do. Because in your head, you know exactly how you want your tactic to play. So for those guys who know exactly what they want to get certain kinds of passing movements going, yes, PIs can come in very handy for them, even TIs. But for those guys who are learning the game, don't do that. Start off without PIs. Simple PIs, like we know Gradel, if he holds up the ball, he's going to give it to Jimmy. So we chose that as a PI for him. Makes sense. So you get a right player to play that. See, he holds up the ball, gets it to Jimmy, and Gradel holds up the ball, looks for somebody else. So what do you think Gradel needs? You need to find a player with good passing vision and decisions, composure. The better this player becomes, the more dangerous your tactic will become. So you're defending. So you guys are defending very well, and you're not giving Mets many chances inside the box. So 60 minutes on, Toulouse 2, Mets 0, Diop. Oh, it's a third goal. I'm not going to say very much, right? So that is a corner defend free kick routine. Remember my free kick routines as well? They also have DCL, DCR. So send it towards just set them up and you're happy to go. Just make sure your defenders are there. There's a free kick from a wide position. Bulala. So we got a goal from a set piece routine that I've insist that people use. If you want to get goals, you don't have that set piece routine, it can be a problem. Especially if you want to try and punch above your weight. So we've gotten off to a really, really good start. What's this? This was own goal. This was disallowed goal. Dosevi now looking for... Oh, he's gotten that pass. Defenders didn't do a very good job of marking him. Toulouse making it very hard for SP Mets. Alright, now we got a yellow card on this flank. Chances are, if you see something like this, you may want to take him off. Now, because he's playing as basically as a defend duty, alright, we can bring somebody else on. So Sylvia, yeah, you can come on. So he can come on. And we don't run the risk of Mubande picking up another yellow card. Diop with the ball. Plays it out to Iago, to Fermin. Now, some people think I don't want to use a defensive centre back because defensive centre backs always hold the ball. That cannot be further from the truth. If there are passing options, a player will use his decision making to play the ball. Look at Bodiger stretch the play up, and it hits the upright. Should have been 4 goals. We should have thumped Mets and told them, welcome to our little town of Toulouse. I'm excited. So this is, in fact, I would say this is more than enough. I think you should not play the other tactics. Okay, we just stay with this tactic. The goal here is don't get too adventurous with tactics. So I've seen some people, they have like tactic 1, tactic option 1, option 2. If I can't score a goal, I'll go to option 3. Then I got option 4 to flip-flop the tactic, option 5, because I've seen Rashidi Daljit do this many times. He's got so many tactics, he can switch here, switch there. Please don't. I only show people different tactics because I want to give people options when they play their game. It's not because I play the game that way. No, I rather have one tactic and stay on it because it makes it easier for you to go out and find players. So far, your team is playing well. Iago to Fermin Mumbai. Why would we want to change this tactic? I don't think you need to play a second tactic. Jimmy, and it's a 4th goal. Your boys are all over, swarming over Mets. Mets haven't got a chance. So we firmed it up. Mumbai, this is a nice goal. From Bele off to Jimmy. Jimmy tried to shoot, couldn't score, and then Mumbele half volleyed it home. So they're especially against a 4-2-3-1, you'll destroy it. 4-4-2, you'll destroy the tactic too. So far, we're getting a lot of good movement. Boydiger is having a fantastic game. Dumas is having a great game. So I see all the ratings 9, 7.1. Delort is the only one feeling left out of all the fun. But that's it. So yeah, I would not want to change anything. Seriously, that's it. Yeah, I think you should stop. We should stop there. Let's not go to another match and come up with another tactic. There's no point. It makes it too difficult and it's going to be too confusing for you. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm very happy with the result and the way you played. And that's it. 4-1 is a big win for you. So Toulouse move up. There's 2 wins on the trot. Our first game, we beat Nons 3-1. I mean, yeah, we still conceded goals, but over time I think your boys are going to get better. So let's run through this tactic one more time. So Toulouse 1, I mean, I have another strikerless system here. If you're curious, I guess I could play. I mean, it will work, definitely. This is a lot more defensive, so I'll run through both tactics. Okay, so we'll delete the 4-1-3-2. Let's just forget about that. We'll just focus on strikerless. You can play a 4-1-3-2, but it's going to be a bit risky. But here, let's start with the back rows. Sweeper, keeper, and support has been told to distribute the centre backs and take short kicks, so we keep possession of the ball. DFB, close down more, sit narrow, cut inside with the ball. Central defender. Then we got fullback on defense, close down more, sit narrow, cut inside with the ball. We got inverted winger, told him to do nothing. Central midfield and attack is important because this role has got a lot of stuff. Now, the problem with a generic role like this is, then decision making becomes very important. If you look at this player's decisions, it's only 12. So in this particular case, you do want to tell him what to do. So here we're telling him to take more direct, more risky passes. Then we got DLP. Now this role is gonna play. This is gonna be a good role for a player who can play as a playmaker. So he's now told not to play few risky passes, But his decision making tells him to play that killer pass, play a risky pass, which is a through ball, which is what you saw him do twice, once in a while. Okay, so this is enough. You don't have to do very much. It's a very simple setup. Wide midfielder on attack. Now here, this is very interesting. This is actually a generic role, but I didn't do anything. So decision making becomes important for this player. So I could have gone in and done a lot of PIs and TS, but I decided not to. Okay, so here we left it alone because Jimmy Dermas also is decision making 11, but we thought fine, he's gonna get away. He's gonna always have options. So we had Gradel here holding up the ball so we can influence this player. We got 2 defend duties because we don't need you to go forward. We already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attack duties going mental, so that's enough. Then Shadow Striker, nothing much, you rise late in the box. And if you can score goal, you can score goal. Now, if you want to influence this guy a bit more, there's no real point because that's about the most you need him to do. You can also change his role into a trequartista, but then he'll drop too deep. Then you might affect your transitions a bit too much, so we'll leave it as it is. Now, players, what kind of attributes do you need? You need acceleration here. You need holding the guy to have some strength and passing vision decisions. So Toivonen is great in this position. Jimmy Dumas can play here. Boydiger should always be playing here. You need to play Boydiger because Boydiger is actually a decent player and he's only 22 years old. He gets better. He's got dictates tempo as well. Do you know? This guy is like ready to become a playmaker. So start playing him as a playmaker. Train him as a roaming playmaker if you want, but definitely play him as a playmaker. Then you got Imbula. Imbula is got lots of, he's got off the ball passing vision decision. He can come in and score goals once in a while. So what do you do with this player? Because he runs with the ball through the center, gets into opposition areas. His PPMs or his player traits drive his behavior pattern. So what you want to do with Imbula is when you go to train him, okay, train him as a Mazzala. Okay, what happens with the Mazzala? Lots of nice attributes are going mental with him. He's going to have working on these things. It's a lot of attributes, I know. Normally, I tell people to simplify the process, but if you look at all the other ones, you don't really get a lot of them working. But maybe off the ball would be good. But here he's got vision. I wanted the vision. So this one, he won't develop like a super player in a sense because he won't get him all the attributes right, but we're going to work on those attributes. So all these attributes are going to improve slowly now. Make it heavy. He's still medium. Give him an additional focus. He definitely has to improve finishing. So there we go. We got his training. We got him working on that. So when it comes to your training for your squad, please know what you want them to do. Okay, so now that we know what we want them to do, we got these guys. What about his training? Diop, as far as defenders are concerned, the best defender training is actually ball playing defender. So give all your central defenders the same training. Tell Fortes to become also a ball playing defender. Okay, so we go here. We'll do it a lot faster when we come to this screen. All right. So your biggest problem is you are not developing your players in the right way. Now here, I would turn him into a wide playmaker, so he's got better decision making, right? So he improves his decisions. Then I'll turn Somalia. He's a youngster. I don't know how we're going to use him. Can he fit into your system going forward? Yeah, he can fit into your system. So how can we fit him into your system? He's the cover for the right. So the right, we have an inverted winger. So we'll tell him to start training as an inverted winger. In this case, what we are doing right now is getting them familiar with their roles. It's a simpler way of playing. There's no rocket science to this. So here we got Clement. Now our system has got defensive fullbacks, right? But we don't want to play with defensive. We don't want them to develop as defensive fullbacks because it's too defensive in orientation. We want all our wingbacks to work as wingbacks. We want all our fullbacks to train as wingbacks. There's a slight difference. Wingbacks get better training in terms of mentals, whereas the defensive fullback has got fewer attributes. So they're all going to be just this, and then the rest will degrade over time. So what we want to do is you want to maintain, and we want to work on concentration, decisions. These are all good attributes to have. So all your fullbacks go on wingback training. What about your engage players? Now, guys who are going to be playing in this position. So this position are all the ones that we have identified to train as engage. We play them in this position. Then we look at the roles that we can get. Do we train them as here? I would look at inside forward, because passing, vision, and decision comes with an inside forward, right? So you got passing, vision, and decision all there. Then we just have to work on their strength. So then after that, we come in here and tell them to start working on their strength so they become stronger, so they can actually pass the ball. So again, heavy, and that's how we do. So Toivonen will get the same training as that player, but once he's off injury. So this is how you plan your training as well to fit your tactic. So now what we've done is we've used simple team instructions that pass into space, play our defense, work ball into balls, whip crosses, prevent short goalkeeper decision, play wider. Now why is it whip crosses? Remember how we're attacking, we're actually attacking quite fast. So those players are, they don't, we want to unsettle a team that is defending, so the whip cross will give them less time to react. So it's much more better that way. So once again, I hope that this has been useful, because we are keeping it very simple with your tactics, so we don't want to overcomplicate stuff. And if you, I hope you found it useful. And if you're just starting out, please avoid too many PIs, avoid too many TIs. Know what they do, why they do it, and you'll be successful at this game. Well, I hope you enjoyed this edition of In the Hot Seat. If you have any questions, you guys, you know where to find me. I want to thank all the patrons for their continued support of this channel. You make these kind of shows very possible. And yes, you guys take care. Have a good one. I'll see you again soon.